Welcome back to Anno 1800. As you can see from the industrial sector here, I may have done some minor redecorations or rearranging. Probably be a better word. But, I'm not sure where to start. It's not that I've done a whole lot of stuff. It's basically been mostly rearranging and building up some more raw materials. But we can go to Cape Trelawney first, I think, where I have settled all of these small islands. I need to give them some new names, or at least give them a letter, because one of them, I believe it's this one,
How thrilling!
Brachton,
Personage has arrived.
is ahead or above the Crown of Wiv in the list of islands here. Now you might be wondering, why on earth have I settled all of these tiny islands? For those of you who are familiar with Anno and how the scrap system works, you will know exactly why I've done this. But for those of you who are not familiar with it, the reason why I've done this is that I've set all of these islands up to buy both nice and special scrap. And I have a ship going on these, it's a rather large trade route, as you can see. And this ship is just running around to all of those 8 islands, picking up the scrap, and then dropping it off at the Crown of Wiv. Or rather, Crown Falls, as some of you might prefer. This is just an additional income of scrap, so additional buy orders, I suppose. I've also poked over some gold and some more steam motors, because I think it is about time we considered starting...
I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Actually, this doesn't need gold. What was it I needed gold for? It is time to start transmuting for these. But I don't remember what I needed gold for. There was something I needed gold for. I know the extra virgin oily sucker needs coil, but I'm not coil. Continuing the tradition of not being able to speak. But that wasn't the one that I was looking at. I definitely don't need the evil exsanguinator. Nor do I need the sticky shiny claws. I already have those on my tentacles. I mean, this one isn't bad. Especially since it goes into a harbour master's office. It could be nice for the quartz sand. Maybe even for the pearls in the New World. Yeah, this one is actually very good for the pearls. The rationated super spinner provides electricity to all coastal production buildings. That's nice. Also increases their chance of fire and explosion chance, but... Precision horologist. It's okay, I guess. Prospector of auspiciousness. Well, this one is nice, even though it does blow up after 4 hours. Still, 1 gold every 6 cycle. The town hall items, I'm not convinced about those. Definitely not convinced about those. They seem rather silly. What was it I was looking at here that requires gold? I like this one, but not like I'm diving all that much. As a matter of fact, I haven't even done the first diving quest. No, I don't remember. I guess it was the extra virgin oily sucker. I thought this one did need gold though. The puns here, the Minotaur. Decinator, Carbonator. Anyhow, Discriminator. Fortunator Mark III. Very fortunate indeed. But let's go back to the old world before I have some kind of serious condition going. popping up here. These glass makers are not really affected by the trade union, except for the fact that I've built enough of them to get the no, this is from the palace, the Department of Labor effect, giving them 10% productivity. So every single building that is inside of a trade union influence radius on this island will get 10% additional productivity, which I have to say is not bad. And we're also getting this one, but I don't know, that doesn't affect that one. It does affect the heavy industry we have over here, which also the commemoration day affects. I was wondering, why the heck am I getting 560% on my furnaces? Well, it only says that it affects all weapons production chain, but I suppose that since the iron is inside of the weapons production chain, it would affect them. It probably affects the mines too then. It does. Well, 3 seconds to get iron. So we're getting enough steel for the moment. We are also getting enough... where are those? Raw materials? No. Probably intermediates. We're also getting enough... They're not here. I have to go here. Also getting enough weapons. 5 tons per minute at 590%. Not that I need them, but... Oh well. Yeah, the commemoration day really went from 16 to 52. Steel went from 21 to 45. Coal went from 8 to 32. So I can't really measure my coal usage currently. However, I have set up some new mines. At Zvollen, I have set up 2 zinc mines and 1 coal mine. And I changed the ship going back and forth here to a cargo ship. Yep, this one. I need more piers here. I need to redesign this this harbor area. It looks absolutely horrible. On Woods of Wiv, I've made this monstrosity. A lot of them are showing that they don't have enough cultivation area available, but I really don't care, because 96% even with all that shared area, that's fine with me. I'm using a Miss Rodriguez, so I also should get the cotton off this island. I'm also using the Teutonic Technical Secateurs that I discovered in the last episode, and I'm also using a Ferrous Al-Sarami, so they are getting, in addition to the density adjustment, they're also getting 130% additional productivity from these 3 specialists that I have in this trade union here. So I could make it a ring, but I mean, do I need a ring? We're producing 56 tons per minute, so I don't think so. I also adjusted the ship going back and forth here with the cargo ship, because the main island, the chateau, is using a lot of wood currently, but combined with that, we are getting enough in, but we definitely need wood, that's for sure. I don't think we're using any wood in these. No, we're not. So the wood should be, yeah, greatly increasing. I'm not sure why this one is red. I'm selling this? What the heck? I don't want to sell my quartz sand. That's stupid. I should quickly just check to see if I'm selling anything else that I don't want to sell. No, we seem to be fine on that. Okay, so the other industry that is now lacking from here, I have moved down here. So you have this trade union here, which has Johan, the inventor. He will affect our gramophone factory that I haven't built yet. We have Dario, of course, who is affecting the bicycle factories. I've got 2 of them, but we are going to need a 3rd. And he also affects the sewing machine factories, of which we have 2 there. And a 3rd one there, which is just within the coverage of this trade union. And then we have the Science Whiz, which also affects the gramophone factory, but the light bulb factories too, and gives us extra filaments. Now the filament factories I put down here, which is barely as far as the electricity will reach. There was something I wanted to place down here, but I cannot remember what it was, so I'll probably get back to that. Then we have this trade union. In this one we have the general foreman, who, again, as you know from previously, affects the brick factories and the concrete factories, and gives us additional steel beams. We have the costume designer for the fur dealers, we have 2 of those. And we have Sir Lewis Brindley the chemist, who gives us rum from these schnapps distilleries. Then we have Hammervik, which, handily enough, didn't require more workers than I exactly needed here. I have 1 clay deposit, 2 coal deposits, and 2 zinc deposits on this island, and I'm mining all of them. And I have a cargo vessel going back and forth. And this one is probably the quickest of all of my trade routes, because this one is going to the dockyards, where the turnaround here is 600% instead of the regular 100%. On the Wiv's vineyard, I built 1 copper mine here, and 1 copper mine here, and 1 coal mine here. And here too I replaced one of these. No, I didn't actually. I'm still using a clipper. What I should do though is go to the items and give this clipper a fore and aft rig sail. This one is a New World, Old World route. So this one is bringing the copper from that island. But there was a final one, I think. So we've been to Zvollen. Nope, these were the 4 that I did adjust. We have some more space left for this trade union. As you can also see, I have made a brick wall going as a separator between the industry area and the city area. So that's something, I kind of like that. We do need more... We do need more quartz sand, but for the time being I'm importing that via the Docklands. It's dirt cheap in terms of... I'm paying 20 champagne for 400, which I am fairly certain is a massive over purchase of what we actually need from in terms of quartz sand. I'm also... Well, I've actually maxed out on brass now, and coal. Coal is not a big surprise given the commemoration day. But I am importing a tiny little bit of penny farthings, which we are going to start producing now. I suppose I could switch this out with spectacles? No, not spectacles. What was the final thing we needed? Gramophones, perhaps? I'm just producing those wood veneers to sell. 186 for 50, that seems fine by me. We also get a little bit of extra chocolate from these pocket watches, but this one I'm probably going to have to shut down at some point, because I think we're going to get full on... yeah, we're already nearing that point where we would fill up on chocolate. It's not worth selling, because you don't really get that much for it, so... I have a light bulb factory and a bicycle. Light bulbs, that was the thing that I needed. Let's see, light bulbs. Can I import light bulbs? I cannot import light bulbs. Sadness, as Ching would say. But we're not in a horrible situation on the penny farthings and the light bulbs. Penny farthings is just below, and so is the light bulbs, but I don't want them to be just below. I prefer them to be just above. So we'll build those two. That will push us up to having a pleasantly... what's the word I'm looking for? A pleasant surplus. We are also having a pleasant surplus of light bulbs although it's better with the penny farthings. But I do suspect we need more filaments, and indeed I am absolutely correct on that one. Now the trade union doesn't affect the filaments, so I just put them kind of out of the way, but let's build another filament factory down here. That puts us at 7 tons per minute, but we are going to need 2 more. Does this one get electricity? Yes. That should put us at 11 per minute. Very good. And then for the big thing that I need to build in terms of industry. Steam Carriages. We are going to get 8 more investors per house and 262 coins per house that is supplied with Steam Carriages. Now there is another thing that I did, which was I randomly got this guy, Louis P. Hecate, the arm puncturing pioneer. And he gives +1 bonus resident, in addition to the +10 happiness and -50% chance of illness. But he gives us that 1 additional resident from... I think these guys don't care about education. So from spectacles, that's 1. From light bulbs, that's 2. From champagne, that's 3. From steam carriages, we don't produce them yet. And then chocolate. So we'll get a total of 5 additional investors per house, thanks to Mr. Hecate, something. Of course, we are still using the papal paper of prenatal preservation. When we get these steam carriages in, we are going to get an additional 4 residents per house, which will put us at 74. On each house. I've also prepared this site up here, and I want to do that before we go into the steam carriage thing is going to be somewhere around here. Let's place the foundation for the World's Fair. I have no idea which side they are going to come out from, so boom. And I think this area up here, besides the fact that it's very crooked, it's going to be a nice site for the World's Fair. Now we are in phase 2 of 5, which will require 150 timber and 300 cement, and of course 500 farmers, and it will take 30 minutes. This is the foundation of something monumental. This vast dig site marks the first step in the journey towards the World's Fair, an exhibition space to dwarf all other celebrations of human endeavor. Let's start this phase. Sadly, we cannot affect this in any way, so it'll take 30 minutes. They are going out there, so let's just upgrade this twice. And they'll drop off the goods and they'll start working on it as soon as they are ready. The fact that the landscape is crooked is a bit weird. I didn't know it was crooked. It looks a bit silly, but that's how it is. Now this steam carriage thing is ginormous. It is like massive. And I'm not sure if I can put it here, to be honest, because I suddenly remember that I need specialist for this. And I don't have room for them here. The steam carriages, we need... I suppose I could take Chef Michel out and move... The thing is, this thing here affects it. I don't know if this one... I don't think this guy affects it, but I know this thing does. But we definitely need the specialist that replaces the need for... what are they called again? Motors with filaments. Because this one is nasty. Coachmakers, those are not a problem. We need 4 of them though. And they are big. I don't think there's any specialist that affects the coachmakers, except for, of course, Ferris Al-Sarami, which would give them 50% additional production. Could use him, I suppose. But I suspect that we are going to need another... Yeah, we are.
You're flourishing.
Yes. Could put it down here. That's a bit annoying that that is overlapping because it doesn't look like it's overlapping. We don't need to produce a lot of steam carriages, so I think putting it here for now, at least, is doable. Okay, for the steam carriages, we are going to need Susanna. She affects the cab assembly line, and she replaces the steam motors with filaments, and she will also give us additional light bulbs. Is there anything here that affects the... I think there was one more that affected the... Oh, this guy might be worth it. Move the window makers down here. Let's just move on and have a look. I know there was one more building that affected the steam carriages. Or I am fairly certain there was. There, here we go. The steam engineer affects the cab assembly line. And he gives us additional penny farthings. Now the steam carriage building itself, as mentioned, is fairly large. We need 4 coach makers. That's going to be expensive. This is going to cost us 4,800, 7,800. Not that it's a big problem. We are making 66,000. But wow, that is expensive. And this thing is also not small. And it definitely needs electricity. Can I get electricity all the way down there? I can. I might have to build another power plant. And if I do that, then I have to tear down houses here and have the railroad move on this way. I suppose I could use the trade union and use a specialist to get, like, I could use her. Gee, 4 of these. How did I produce these? I know there was a way I produced these. Let me just have a quick look here. Unknown, thank you. Chassis. Oh, chassis. No. Okay. Cab assembly line. Not him. Oh. What are they called? That doesn't seem right. They produce... These are coach makers. No, no, no. They are carpentry works. I do have... I think I have to use Ferrous Al-Sarami. Or I'll have to build 4 of them. I could use Master Craftsman Morris, Ferrous Al-Sarami. And no, 30% is definitely not enough. No, I'm not worried about the... I need 50% productivity. We're not going to get these guys until we finish the... Yeah, this one would be good. This one would be exactly what we needed. If we combine Ferrous Al-Sarami with this one, we don't particularly need Master Craftsman Morris, but if we had this, we would get away with building 2 of them. Sadly, I do not have Seraphim Papadikas, and the Fortunator Mark III only gives 35% productivity. And I'm very sure that this one comes from... Yeah, this comes from a large or a sumptuous science exhibition. We can get it randomly from any quests. We can get it on rescue missions. Military rewards, we have none of these AIs. Of course, we could make it in the Research Institute if we had that and it was unlocked. Yeah, let's just go with... let's blueprint this. Cab assembly line building is really nice. So if we can get these cab assembly or these coachmakers, if we can get those into the radius of this... Yeah, no, that won't work. I'm going to have to move these filament factories. I'm not allowed to move this further up, so that one is kind of stuck where it is. This might... You know, I'm going to tear down that road because this is a good location for a warehouse, no matter what the road network looks like. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to do this and upgrade this. Ah, that is a bit too far, actually. I don't need it. No, I'm going to leave it at that. It's 450 maintenance versus... I actually upgraded all of these to that. Yeah, okay. Let's leave it at that. Versus... No, versus 90. I might have to have a look at these and see if I want to tear some of them down again, because I might be paying a little bit too much maintenance. This should suffice. You? Yeah, you're frequently getting full. You do not need to be level 4? That's the wrong way. So 2 upgrades on you. How about you? I don't think you need to be max level either, so let's replace you as well. You can get 1 upgrade. How about you? Nah, you do not need that much of a level either. I mean, it's kind of silly that I'm working on saving cash, but then again, we are going to be spending a lot of money on this, which we are of course going to make back from the investors, but... Okay, so if we move a filament factory here, and let's chop away some of this road, and let's do... Okay, so that is basically what I can fit there. Okay, build this. This is going to take wood and caoutchouc. So let's put Ferrous Al-Sarami in here. We are going to have a little bit too many of the chassis. But that's fine, because I can send additional chassis to the New World. No, not to the New World, to Cape Trelawney. Because there is one item that Nate produces. This one requires chassis. Not that I'm going to need a lot of them. But these do require chassis. This one requires chassis, but I'm not convinced by that one. We could always export them, I suppose, or I could adjust the work hours. Let's also get a fire station down here, because I'd rather not have things go boom. Fire chance, none. Good. Still room for a fire station? There is. Okay, that's good. Okay, so just to make sure that we're producing what we need, we are producing enough filaments. We are producing... I think they need to kickstart. Do I have enough electricity? Ooh, it stops there. Yeah, I suspect that I'm going to have to change the palace policy for that. Which one was that? I don't want to change that one. Yeah, the income one. So from 63,000 to 46, I can live with that. How much farther? That does give this mine electricity, so that's something. I might have to do that actually, because let's connect up the road here and see how far the electricity goes. There's a blank spot here. That blank spot isn't currently a problem, but it will be a problem. So by the time that becomes a problem, I will have had to build another railroad going down to a fourth power plant somewhere in this area here.
The other day, someone mistook me for an
Or,
engineer's wife.
which is also part of the plan, move the dirty industry, that would be this, off the island. We could actually move quite a bit of the industry off the island. We have ample space for industry, for instance, in the vineyard. We would require more docks. But that is one option. How many chassis do we have currently? I think we have plenty to start. Yeah, we have 7, so let's build this. And filaments. Now, let's check. How many filaments? Yeah, that's... We could actually build another one. We would need more chassis, though. How is this coming along? It's halfway there. There was a quest in here somewhere. I mean, you never know. I might have the good fortune of getting that one item that I was looking at. However, unlikely that is. The star is somewhere here. I can't see it. The star on the minimap is a little bit very difficult to see from time to time. If I go down like that... Okay, so it's all the way over there. But it looks like it's down in this area of the town.
I've a myriad of these, bold as brass.
Thank you, I suppose. Ching has a quest for us as well.
Perhaps you are a dragon among mortals.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
Already thaws.
Let's just take a cargo ship and go collect this flotsam and send the cargo ship back here. I might have left a cargo ship up at Bente.
I'm so grateful to the charitable...
No. Okay, so we've started the World's Fair. That's gonna go through a couple of stages. I think I'll finish it, or finish all of the stages off camera. And in the beginning of the next episode, I should start that episode as I start the final stage of the fair. I don't really want to... I mean, I could speed the game up, it's always that, but I don't really want to have to do boring things just to wait for the World's Fair to finish. Now, in this one, I also put in the sommelier Raymond, who is affecting this champagne cellar. And I changed the other two with optometrist Otto, which gives us additional glass from the 2 spectacle factories we have here, and the lens designer. She's... I mean, wow, I get +6 attractiveness on the island and 30% productivity. Ferris Al-Zarami would have been better here. In fact, a Ferris Al-Zarami would be so much so better that I'm going to change, because I don't need that 6 attractiveness, and that will affect all of these, giving us additional glass. Yep, that is much better. That also affects these 2 bakeries, though. And I think I don't have enough flour for that. I apparently do. Not sure how, but apparently I do. That doesn't really make sense. I'm not going to complain though. I blueprinted another champagne cellar there because we might need one eventually. And I have built more of the glass makers. I've also built 2 more window makers because, as you can see up here, we're running dangerously low on windows. And they produce extraordinarily slow. I suppose there might be room for a trade union here? No, it would overlap. I can't build it out in the sea. I was thinking about the window makers. I suppose I could... No, there would not be, because that's partially on the... You can see there, that's the coast. I can't build a building on the coast, sadly. So, that won't work. I have a dirt road. I don't think I've done anything else, really. We should start up on Beza sometime soon.
Include some of that adventure fiction.
I just haven't felt like it yet. I am planning on doing the quests in Mbeza on camera, by the way, but there is a lot of waiting involved. So if I do the quests in Mbeza on camera, that episode will involve pausing and using the fastest speed, because there's a lot of going back and forth between Tabarim and Wahadesher, Kidusi Anitoni, and Angareb. And also we have the nomadic pasture.
Autumn's harvest come.
Yes.
My family extends its warmth.
Good. The nomadic pasture land here, which will be replaced by Sir Archibald Blake. In Cape Trelawney, I have never completed the quests in Cape Trelawney. I have gone here and talked to the
I can't tell you how expensive all this
Vasco Oliveira,
and so far it has proved
but I have never done this. It's a quest line running around here looking for things that are washed up on the shore, like shipwrecks and stuff, and we have to find this scepter of hers, the Queen. But you need to have a rather substantial city here on Crown Falls, and I've never really gotten to the point where I've built a substantial city on the Crown Falls. That might change, or hopefully will change, in this series. But I'm focusing on the things that I feel that I can do, which is or manage one step at a time. That's a good motto for this specific series, actually. I think we can wrap up the episode around here. How far did that go? And to these, I'm going to add in these. And then it goes down here. And the final ones are these. This town hall. Let's do those to artisans and that one up to engineer. Let's do the same here, those up to artisans and that one up to engineer. Should consider making these artisans as well. Yeah. And now, as we wrap things up, let's have a look at our consumer goods. We have ample fish because we're producing 12 tons on the other island. We have definitely enough schnapps. We have enough clothes, sausages, bread, soap, beer, canned food, sewing machines we are going to need soon. Rum, since I'm having these
I wish to
specialists.
spread harmony. It is
We are not
unethical.
consuming a lot of it, but we are producing 10 tons of rum just from the schnapps distilleries, and then in addition to that we're also producing the rum in the New World, so we are not going to run out of rum anytime soon. Spectacles and penny farthings and fur coats, we are very good on those. The pocket watches, perfect. Coffee, that's... Yep, we have enough coffee. Light bulbs, yes. Champagne, yes. Cigars, definitely. Chocolate, definitely. Gramophones, definitely. And steam carriages, definitely. We are actually making a lot more money from the steam carriages than we are from producing it. Especially when we're using Ferrous Al-Sarami. Well, I had to build 3 of those, so still. But 3 is better than 4. So that is a nice additional income. And we have 70 investors in each of the houses, which means we have 6,440 investors on the island. And that is pretty nice, actually. Now, eventually I'm going to have to cave and just accept that the investors are going to have to get their pocket watches and jewelry from production chains, but not yet, because I need more investors than what I can get inside of this circle, and I don't want to start messing around with skyscrapers because that tanked my income so badly the last time I did it, and it also was very confusing. I mean, no, it isn't confusing, but at the same time, it was confusing. This
and merriment.
an investor. I'll get around to that eventually. So yeah, I think we'll wrap up here. If you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section as always. And I hope that you enjoyed the episode. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.